So you find out you're pregnant and all of these weird things start happening to you and your body and nobody's talking about it. Well, today I'm going to be sharing with you 10 weird things that nobody talks about when you're pregnant. Hey everyone, my name is Courtney. I do everything motherhood, lifestyle, and pregnancy on this channel. So if you like those types of videos, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and you are subscribed so you don't miss any of my videos. So let's go ahead and get started. So just a little disclaimer, if you do not want to hear about vaginas, boobs, bodily fluids, anything like that, this video is not for you, so just exit now because we are going to be talking about all of the TMI, nitty-gritty things that literally no one ever talks about but are so relevant when you're pregnant. So I am currently 22 weeks pregnant with a little girl. This is my second pregnancy. I do have a 17-month-old daughter, so I am very familiar with a lot of these symptoms. I've personally experienced every single one. And I just wanted to share with you, if you're pregnant right now, whether it's your first one or your second, I just wanted to share with you a little bit of what you could expect and what I feel like isn't talked about enough. Make sure you stay till the end. I do have 2 extra bonus points that I am going to be sharing with you. The first one, you constantly go to the bathroom to wipe yourself to see if there's blood, especially if it's your first trimester and you're in that window of I could possibly have a miscarriage and you just feel like wet down there and you think it might be blood. So I can't be the only one that with my first pregnancy and this one, anytime I go to the bathroom, I'm like constantly like wiping and checking to see if there's any blood. And along with that, number 2, your underwear is always wet. When you're pregnant, your hormones just create a lot of discharge. A lot of stuff is coming out of you all the time. I mentioned in a previous video about needing panty liners when you're pregnant, and that's why. Number 3 is a hairy belly, specifically a happy trail. So everyone has hair all over their body, but when you get pregnant, I noticed that I just got like really dark, distinct, like thick hairs on my stomach, especially like the happy trail. And it also got worse after pregnancy as well as the second pregnancy. So yeah, it's very common. It's kind of gross. I don't really walk around wearing a bikini, so it doesn't really bother me at all. But yeah, so that's just something that I noticed is not talked about enough. Number 4 is you poop all the time. You cannot control your bowels. This baby's growing and rearranging and moving everything inside your stomach, and it's causing you either to be constipated all the time or you eat something and you instantly have to go to the bathroom, and 9 times out of 10 it's not solid. Along with that, I mean, you're peeing all the time, so it just makes sense that there's more stuff coming out the other end as well. Number 5, you're gonna feel like your vagina is falling out all the time. The pressure down there is so real from like as soon as you get pregnant until you have the baby. I am experiencing that right now. There's just so much pressure and heaviness, which is so common because you have all of this blood flow going down there, and it just feels like you're holding a bowling ball in and it's just sitting on top of your vagina, and it's just, you think it's gonna fall out. It's not gonna fall out, but it's gonna feel like it's gonna fall out. Number 6 is you're gonna look at your belly a million times a day. From the moment you find out you're pregnant till you have that baby, if there's a mirror that you walk by, or just if you get up, you just will lift up your shirt instinctively to just check out your belly. You're checking yourself out. I don't know why we do this. I feel like I do it because I just like to see if like my belly's getting bigger, and it's so foreign, like you're not used to having a belly. So I just feel like it's just really cool and exciting to just like check it out every time you get a chance. I don't know if I'm the only one. Comment down below if you do that too, if you're like super obsessive about checking your belly all the time when you're pregnant. Number 7, your boobs are gonna get enormous and they're gonna be uncomfortable. I have a very small chest, and when I got pregnant, those things just swelled up. They were foreign to me. I couldn't like run anymore. I couldn't do anything normal anymore because I felt like I had boulders on my chest, and it was extremely uncomfortable. Not to mention all these weird veins that you get on them, as well as you get like leaky nipples, and it's just a lot goes on in this department during pregnancy as well as after pregnancy. Number 8, you will cry randomly. I don't care if you are a crier or not a crier, your emotions during pregnancy are so heightened that you're gonna see like a sad commercial and you're gonna cry. You're gonna be so happy, you're probably gonna cry. It's just gonna be triggered by just the most simple thing and you won't even see it coming and you're just gonna weep a lot. I have several days where I just will randomly feel very cryy and very weepy, and I just cry a lot. So just expect it. I'm not a crier, but when I'm pregnant, I am. Number 9, sleep deprivation starts before you have a baby. If you've watched any of my previous bump videos, my bump update videos, I talk about how restless leg syndrome, swollen legs, my knees hurting, and just having a belly makes sleep extremely uncomfortable, not to mention having to pee every hour on the hour throughout the entire night. So the sleep deprivation before you have a kid is real. Number 10, your pH may change. I notice when I'm pregnant, my armpits are constantly like a sweaty, like kind of cool burn. If you've breastfed before, you probably know what I'm talking about. Like when the baby latches, you get the sensation in your armpits. Well, that did not go away for me during pregnancy. And because of it, I noticed I had to switch my deodorant. I had to switch my body wash. I had to switch my lotion because all of a sudden this combination of smells was just not making me smell like the most clean person, even though I had just taken a shower. So another thing that nobody warns you about is that you're probably gonna have to change a lot of your skincare, whether it's reacting to your skin or you're just starting to smell a little too funky. On to the bonus ones. The first one is sex is not necessarily going to be enjoyable. All that pressure I was talking about down there could either be your friend or your foe. So it's either gonna feel really good or it's going to be so painful and uncomfortable you just don't wanna have sex at all. I'm not talking about sex drive, I'm just talking about like your actual, the pressure of doing it down there is not going to be necessarily the most comfortable thing. And the last bonus one is anxiety is real. If you didn't have anxiety before, you do now. The amount of overwhelming feelings that you get when you're pregnant is insane. Between all of these body changes, having to plan for a new baby to come into your life, whether it's your first or your second, baby registry and designing a nursery and baby shower and just all of the details that go into such a small period of time before you have a baby is overwhelming. So anxiety is just gonna be your friend and you're gonna have to find a way to cope with it. If you are curious how to cope with it, I do have a video all about what I do to cope with my anxiety during pregnancy, so make sure you check that out. So those are the 10 weird things that no one tells you about during pregnancy. If you've experienced anything that I mentioned on this list, go ahead and comment that down below. I would love to know that I'm not alone, and if there's anything that I left out that you want to share with everyone, go ahead and leave that down below as well. I would love to hear what you've experienced. And again, my name is Courtney. I do everything motherhood, lifestyle, and pregnancy on this channel, so make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss any of my uploads. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!